It's 3:12 a.m. Your baby has been asleep in your arms for a solid 22 minutes. Your back is destroyed, your arm is asleep. You have not peed since 7 p.m. You make your move. The slow lean, the calculated descent, the hands-on mattress landing so smooth it belongs in a Navy SEAL manual. Whisper soft. 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds. Eyes open, full volume, maximum betrayal. Like you just told them Santa isn't real and canceled their birthday party on the same night. And as you pick them back up, rocking gently in the dark at 3 a.m., you have one thought. Am I being played by someone who can't even hold their own head up? Here's the wildest plot twist. Yes, but not in the way you think. Because what just happened, that scream the moment you pulled away, isn't your baby being dramatic. That's a 200,000-year-old biological alarm system doing exactly what it was designed to do. And once you understand what's actually going on inside your baby's body when you set them down, you will never feel guilty about that 3 a.m. Navy SEAL fail again. Here's something your pediatrician probably didn't have time to explain between the 12 other appointments that day. When your baby is born, their brain is only 25% developed. Now, before you panic, this is not a flaw. This is actually a flex. Evolution made a very calculated decision. Instead of growing a fully developed brain inside the womb, which would require a skull so massive that, medically speaking, no one would survive the delivery, humans evolved to finish building the brain outside the womb. Scientists call it the fourth trimester. Your baby's brain is still under construction, active renovation, do not disturb zone. And during this renovation period, your baby's nervous system needs an external signal to function. Your heartbeat, your breathing, your body temperature, your smell. Think of it like this. Your baby just got a brand new iPhone, but there's no Wi-Fi. Their nervous system keeps searching for a connection, and you are the router. Your presence isn't just comforting. You are literally the network they are running on. Now, here's where it gets interesting, because the most critical time for that connection is not feeding, it's not playtime, it's sleep. In the 1990s, researchers decided to put sensors on sleeping babies, which honestly sounds like a science fair project, but the results were genuinely disturbing. Here's what they found when a baby slept alone in a crib. Breathing, irregular, heart rate variability dropped, cortisol, the stress hormone, spiked. Now, here's the twist that broke my brain when I first read it. The baby was not crying. The baby was not visibly upset. From the outside, the baby looked completely fine, sleeping peacefully, dream vibes only. But on the inside, their body was in full low-grade emergency mode. It's like when your MacBook looks totally fine on the outside, but you open Activity Monitor and the fan is screaming and 47 background processes are consuming 98% of the CPU. Looks fine, is not fine. And then, same baby moved next to a caregiver, everything stabilized. Heart rate, breathing, cortisol, gone. Like flipping a switch. Researchers call this phenomenon physiological synchrony. A study out of Bar Ilan University in Israel measured it down to microsecond level coordination of breathing between mothers and babies in close contact. Not minutes, not seconds, microseconds. Here's the translation for non-scientists. Your calm body is literally doing work that your baby's brain cannot yet do on its own. You are a biological Wi-Fi router and a nervous system coprocessor. You are doing the most. Now, Let's go back 200,000 years, because this is where the whole thing makes sense. Picture our ancestors on the African savanna. No Pottery Barn cribs, no Hatch sound machines, no Amazon Prime 2-day delivery on white noise plushies. Just wilderness and, things that want to eat your baby. In that world, what does it mean when a baby is separated from its mother? It means something has gone catastrophically, terribly wrong. It means we are having the worst day. So, evolution, being the overprotective helicopter parent that it is, hardwired a panic response directly into every infant nervous system. Separated from caregiver equals threat detected equals emergency protocol. Researchers call it the proximity seeking system. And here is the critical thing nobody tells you. That system has not been updated in 2,000 years. Your baby's nervous system does not know you live in a safe house in suburban New Jersey. It does not know there's a Nest camera on the dresser. It does not know the crib is 3 feet away and you will check on them in 20 minutes. All it knows is connection lost, running emergency mode. Every single time. Here's the part where I need you to stop for a second, because this next thing completely changed how I thought about sleep training, and I want you to actually hear it. When a baby is separated and feels that stress response activate, there are 2 ways they can respond. Some babies cry loudly, persistently. They signal until you come back. That is, scientifically speaking, the correct response, the system working as designed. But some babies go quiet. No crying, no fussing, just silence. And here is the gut punch. Researchers actually worry more about the quiet ones, because a baby that stops crying is not necessarily a baby that has calmed down. In many cases, and this is documented, peer-reviewed science, it is a baby that has learned at 4 or 6 weeks old that its signals are not working. And so it stops. The stress is still there. The cortisol is still elevated. The nervous system is still in emergency mode. Sometimes babies become quieter over time, but researchers still debate what that means, emotionally and physiologically. That's not independence. In some cases, researchers believe quiet babies may still be experiencing stress internally, even if they appear calm on the outside. That's not the same thing. I'm going to let that sit for a second. Okay, I know that was heavy. Let me bring it back, because this is actually good news. Because once you know this, you can do something about it. And the answer is a lot simpler than you think. All right, I know what some of you are typing in the comments right now. But isn't co-sleeping dangerous? Fair? Valid. Let's actually talk about it instead of just throwing a vague warning on screen and moving on. Here's the distinction that matters. There's a difference between bed sharing, baby on the same adult sleep surface as you, and room sharing, which is baby in the same room, separate surface. The American Academy of Pediatrics recommends room sharing without bed sharing for at least the first 6 months. And the safety concerns around bed sharing are real, especially in households with alcohol, certain medications, soft bedding, or, and this is real, the kind of bone-crushing exhaustion that comes with being a first-time parent working full-time and surviving on 4 hours of sleep. But here's the part that doesn't make it into most pediatrician pamphlets. Dr. James McKenna at Notre Dame, one of the world's top researchers on infant sleep, has spent his entire career on this question. His conclusion? The question was never whether babies should sleep near their parents. They should. The question is, how to do it safely. So, what does that actually look like for real American families? You live in a 900 square foot apartment in Chicago, and the baby's crib is already in your bedroom because there's nowhere else to put it? That is, scientifically speaking, ideal. Room sharing is backed by both the AAP and the research. You're accidentally doing it right. You bought the 3-bedroom house in a good school district and already set up the nursery with the woodland animal wallpaper and the matching hamper? Cool. Consider keeping a bassinet in your room for the first few months. You can still use the woodland animal room. The woodland animals will wait. Your baby only sleeps if they can smell you and you are losing your mind? Studies show babies who sleep with an unwashed t-shirt from their mother nearby show lower cortisol and longer sleep stretches. One Reddit mom called this the $0 sleep solution that works better than the $300 sound machine. I cannot confirm the $300 sound machine part, but I believe it. Supportive, practical tone. Transitioning your baby out of your room and into their own space? Go slow. Moving the bassinet gradually, a little further each week, then a different room, produces significantly smoother outcomes than the abrupt cold turkey approach. Their nervous system needs time to adjust. Think of it like weaning them off the Wi-Fi slowly instead of just canceling the router without warning. So back to 3:12 a.m., back to the Navy SEAL lean, back to the 2 seconds of freedom before the eyes opened and the betrayal began. Here's what's actually happening in that moment. Your baby's ancient 200,000-year-old proximity alarm is running. Their nervous system is scanning for the signal, your heartbeat, your breathing, your smell, and it's not finding it. Emergency protocol activated. They are not being manipulative. They are not developing bad habits. They are not trying to ruin your sleep schedule. They are a human being running biological software that has not been updated since the savannah, searching for the one thing that tells their nervous system, I'm safe, everything is okay, I can rest now. And that thing is you, your body, your warmth, your presence. So the next time you're standing in the dark at 3 a.m., baby on your chest, back aching, wondering if you are doing everything wrong, you're not. You are the router. You are the server. You are the co-processor, keeping a tiny, developing brain running stable while it builds itself into the person your kid is going to become. That is not a burden. That is the most important job you will ever have. And it's going great. If this hit different at 3 a.m., drop a comment. Tell me where you're watching from and how many hours of sleep you've had. I read every single one. I'm probably also awake. Subscribe if you want more of this. Real baby science explained in a way that actually helps. New video every week. And hey, you're doing better than you think.